You ever meet a man in his 60s who still moves like he's 40? It's not luck, and it's not just genetics. The truth is the body leaves small clues long before the doctor ever does. In the next few minutes, you'll learn 5 subtle signs that researchers say predict a longer, healthier life, especially for men over 40. Let's start with the first one.
One of the clearest indicators of longevity is how efficiently your heart beats at rest and how fast it returns to normal after activity. A healthy, conditioned heart doesn't need to work overtime. It pumps more blood with fewer beats, keeping your organs oxygenated without strain. Research published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that men with resting heart rates between 50 and 70 beats per minute had significantly lower risk of premature death compared to those above 80. Another large-scale Norwegian study followed over 2,000 men for 20 years and confirmed the same pattern. Every 10-beat increase in resting heart rate raised the risk of early death by roughly 16%. But it's not just the number itself, it's how fast you recover. A study in the New England Journal of Medicine showed that men whose heart rate dropped by at least 12 beats within 1 minute after exercise had stronger cardiovascular function and better survival outcomes. That recovery reflects your nervous system's balance, your body's ability to shift from stress to calm. If your resting heart rate is consistently high or your recovery slow, it's often a signal of chronic stress, low fitness, or poor sleep. The fix doesn't require extreme workouts. Regular walking, resistance training, and magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens can all strengthen heart rhythm control. The goal is simple: a calm, efficient heartbeat that adapts quickly, one of the strongest signs of a long, healthy life. One of the strongest predictors of longevity isn't found in a blood test, it's in your hands. Grip strength is a simple but powerful reflection of your overall muscle quality, nervous system health, and aging rate. In fact, researchers from the British Medical Journal analyzed data from over 140,000 adults across 17 countries and found that every 5-kilogram decrease in grip strength was linked to a 16% higher risk of death from any cause, including heart disease and stroke. Why does it matter so much? Muscle strength is more than just power. It's metabolic health. As men age, they naturally lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia, which starts as early as the late 30s. When muscle declines, so does glucose control, mobility, and hormone balance. The result? Higher risk of insulin resistance, falls, and fatigue. Studies from the Journal of Gerontology have shown that maintaining strength through resistance training can reduce mortality risk by up to 46%. Even moderate routines, bodyweight squats, resistance bands, or dumbbell presses 2 to 3 times a week, help preserve lean muscle and protect longevity. Your grip strength reflects how well your nervous system communicates with your muscles. If that connection stays sharp, your whole body stays resilient. The takeaway is clear. A firm handshake isn't just a sign of confidence. It's one of the most reliable signs your body is built to last. If you want to know how long and how well you'll live, look at how you sleep. Quality sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's when your body repairs, your brain detoxifies, and your hormones rebalance. Research published in the European Heart Journal followed more than 380,000 adults and found that those with healthy sleep patterns, 7 to 8 hours per night, consistent bedtime, and minimal insomnia, had a 42% lower risk of heart failure and lived significantly longer. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, which preserves muscle and repairs tissues. The brain's glymphatic system also activates, clearing out toxins linked to cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. A 2020 study in JAMA Neurology found that men with fragmented or short sleep had higher buildup of beta amyloid plaques, a key marker of dementia. Poor sleep also disrupts testosterone, insulin, and cortisol levels, the trio that controls metabolism, mood, and energy after 40. Just 1 week of restricted sleep can drop testosterone by up to 15%, according to the Journal of the American Medical Association. The fix isn't complicated. Keep a consistent sleep-wake schedule. Dim blue light 1 hour before bed, and get enough magnesium and vitamin D, both shown to support melatonin production and relaxation. When your sleep is deep and steady, your repair systems stay active. And that's one of the strongest biological signals that you're aging slowly and living longer. Forget the bathroom scale for a moment. One of the most reliable predictors of long-term health is the size of your waist compared to your height. Research published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Mayo Clinic Proceedings shows that carrying excess belly fat, even at a normal weight, drastically increases the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and early death. The simplest metric? Keep your waist circumference less than half your height. Unlike subcutaneous fat under the skin, abdominal or visceral fat wraps around your organs and behaves like an endocrine gland, releasing inflammatory chemicals that damage blood vessels and interfere with hormone balance. A major study in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that men with high waist-to-height ratios had up to twice the risk of cardiovascular death, regardless of body mass index. For men over 40, this matters even more. As testosterone naturally declines and insulin sensitivity drops, fat storage shifts towards the midsection. That's why a 34-inch waist on a 68-inch tall man is a strong longevity marker. It means your metabolism, hormones, and inflammation levels are in sync. Improving this ratio doesn't require extreme dieting. Resistance training, high-protein meals, and daily movement, even brisk walking, all help regulate insulin and reduce visceral fat. When your waistline stays in proportion to your height, it signals your body is metabolically efficient and resilient, a key sign you're on track for a longer, healthier life. Longevity isn't just written in your DNA, it's shaped by your mindset. Research consistently shows that men who live with a sense of optimism and purpose have lower inflammation, stronger immune function, and significantly longer lifespans. In one landmark study published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, researchers from Boston University and Harvard found that people with higher optimism scores lived up to 15% longer and were far more likely to reach age 85 and beyond. A similar study in JAMA Network Open followed more than 7,000 adults for 14 years and discovered that those who reported a strong sense of purpose had a 48% lower risk of death from any cause. Scientists believe this connection stems from how purpose buffers chronic stress. When you have direction, whether it's family, work, or personal growth, your brain produces fewer stress hormones like cortisol and more protective neurotransmitters such as dopamine and serotonin. Purpose also drives healthier behaviors. Optimistic people are more likely to stay active, eat better, and maintain social ties, all critical for aging well. Neurologically, it strengthens the prefrontal cortex's control over the amygdala, helping regulate emotional responses and reduce anxiety. You don't need a grand mission to benefit. Even small daily goals, volunteering, or mentoring can reignite that sense of meaning. A hopeful outlook keeps your stress low, your habits consistent, and your body biologically younger, a true marker of a long, healthy life. Longevity isn't about luck. It's about patterns your body and mind reveal every day. A steady heart rate, lasting strength, deep sleep, a balanced waistline, and a sense of purpose. These are the real indicators of how well you're aging. Each one reflects a system that's working efficiently. Your heart, muscles, metabolism, and mindset all pulling in the same direction. The message is simple. If one of these areas needs work, it's not too late to change it. Small, consistent improvements compound fast. And after 40, that's what makes the difference between simply getting older and staying strong. Subscribe for more science-backed insights on how to protect your energy, your joints, and your mind, so you can keep thriving in your second prime. If this video helped you in any way, even one small change you'll try tonight, leave a like. It tells the algorithm to show it to someone else who might need it. And if you want more clear, science-backed ways to protect your body and sharpen your mind after 40, Stick around for more. Your second prime isn't about going back. It's about staying sharp, steady, and strong.